I'm Kiri. So today I want to talk about my Sephora interview experience, how I got the job, what it's like, and that kind of thing. It was really nice. The interview process was about 2 to 3 weeks long because our store was really busy, so they couldn't just like get to me. Okay, so working at the spa was too exhausting for me. I loved doing facials. It was just like really tiring. I realized with my experience working at the spa that I spent most of my time talking to clients and trying to recommend them products because I really love selling and I just wanted to diagnose their skin and figure out what's the best for them, that kind of thing. So I knew I was more into like the selling, the talking kind of thing. After school ended and summer came, I was like, I should get a summer job. And so I looked at, someone suggested Sephora to me. And I looked online and there was an opening here in my city. So I applied as skincare therapist. I don't know a lot about makeup. I really don't. And that's what most people apply to Sephora for. And for me, I saw that as like kind of like an obstacle. I was really scared. I'm not good in makeup at all. It takes me 2 hours to get ready, and I thought that, I might not get accepted. So when the skincare specialist was open, I was like, oh hey, maybe they'll have me just there just for skin. And they called me after my application, after I applied. I cannot talk English well. Okay, so they called me and she did a phone interview and she asked me my experience. After the phone interview, she said, okay, well, can we meet up so we can have a face-to-face interview? And so she scheduled that a week later, and I was like, yeah, sure. And then I Googled everything about like the Sephora interview. I was like, what is it like? This kind of stuff, blah, 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 and the questions that their people are posting on Google is like, they're going to be asking you like what to do if somebody drops a fragrance bottle or blah blah blah, stuff like customer service questions. And I never really thought about them before, so I was like, oh snap, I gotta think about these things. And then same with their experience, that it's like a group interview and you kind of like have to outshine them or something like that. And I'm like, oh my god, I can't do this, I am not good at that kind of stuff. Everyone's gonna be like, yeah, I have experience with MAC or with all these makeup, and I'd be like, I can barely put my own makeup. So I was really nervous about that. But when I got there, it was just one person. Well, just me and the person interviewing me. And I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, okay, let's go to this little like cafe place next to the store. And then she talked to me, asked me, what my experiences was again, and while she was going through my applications. And then I did tell her that I don't do makeup at all, and she's like, that's fine. We if you want to just stay in skin, you can do that. And she told me about all the possibilities that I could go into based on my experience, like being like, an educator, that kind of thing. And she really romanced Sephora actually. She told me how great of a place it is to work at and that they're really trying to bring out the skin world recently. So I fell in love with it even more. And then she started asking questions. Like the test part of the interview was actually not customer service kind of thing, but more like scenarios on skin. Like she just went straight for it. First thing she asked me was, what would you do if you have an old lady who comes in and has really deep wrinkles and this and this and this? Tell me the products that you're going to recommend. It doesn't have to be from us, but just tell me anything. So immediately I talked about Dr. Dennis Gross products. I said the peel pads are the backbone of everything, and blah, blah, blah. I went to like the science behind stuff. She's like, okay, great. And then she gave me a scenario about hyperpigmentation lady, like a pregnancy mask. And she gave me a scenario about an acneic teenager. And like, I gave different recommendations for each one. And then after that, she's like, okay. And then she got more into it and was like, okay, let's test your knowledge a little bit since you are already an esthetician. And she asked me, what's retinol? What is hyaluronic acid? And then she would ask me all these things, and I told her everything about it, talked about the molecule itself, how it works, that kind of stuff. And she's like, oh, I'm really impressed. So that was nice. And then she's like, okay, well, we have some time. Do you want to just like do the second interview? And she called another lead person to come out and talk to me. The other lead is a color lead, and she was basically saying, so would you be comfortable with touching people's faces, kind of this and blah blah. And I was like, yeah, I already worked at the spa. I love touching people's faces, and yeah, I'm totally fine with it. So, because they do like a mini facial kind of thing now there. They told me they're gonna call me back so they can schedule. I feel like one eyebrow is longer than the other. Is it just me? Okay. Well, anywho, I still got like an hour before work. So my nose is itchy. Okay. I get sidetracked so easily if you can't tell. Okay, so basically, about a week later, I was having exams and all that kind of stuff. So they did call, but I couldn't pick up at the time. I don't know, I missed it or something. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get the job because I missed it. And so I had to call them back, and it was so busy all the time at the store. Like the person I was looking for wasn't there, and it was like 2 weeks of waiting when it could have like just been finished in one. And so basically, she's like, "Oh my God, Kirsten, I'm so sorry. I can have to." Oh wait, no. I still didn't get a hold of her in the phone. So basically, what I did, I wanted to show that I'm being proactive and I really am interested in the job. So I went there in person. And they saw that and they were like, wow, this person really does want it. We see your dedication. They're like, oh, sorry, we've been so busy, but it's so nice that you actually came here in person, because I haven't had the time to call you and blah, blah, blah. But I can see I love the dedication. She told me that. And then, what's it called? And she's like, okay, well, let me schedule tomorrow if you can come at this time, and the store director would love to talk to you. And so I came the next day. The store director talked to me. We went to the little cafe thing again, and she told me about the 7 values of Sephora, what they're like, how they're a family, and that kind of stuff. And then she like kind of dropped a bomb on me, where she's like, we are very picky. Sephora is like a very picky company, especially our store, because I don't know why, but they're super, super picky. They said that they go through hundreds of applications a day, and they're always like, she said it's because we're going to invest so much in you, and if we do that, we want to know that you're going to be loyal to us and blah, 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 that kind of thing. And I was like, yeah. And then she asked me what my plans are, because I am in nursing school, and if Sephora is just going to be my like part-time thing, or taking nursing as something that I can use to give me an advantage and to really understand people, the skin more. And it actually has helped. Like I've been learning so many drugs last semester, and then I had like a girl with acne come in, and she's telling me all these things she's experiencing, and then I'm like starting to guess. I'm like, oh my God, I think maybe she's on this acne drug, and then guess what, she was. And then so I was able to lead her to products and stuff like that. So basically, I get sidetracked again. So I told the lady that I really am interested in working at Sephora, and this is something that I really want to do. Like I love it. It's my passion. I love skin. I may not know makeup well, but I'll be really dedicated, and I'm willing to learn if you guys teach me, because they do have they really do educate you so much in like everything. So she was really happy about that, and she told me again about all the like different options that I can go into, like little careers to move up the ladder. And so yeah, that's basically what it was. And then they made me an offer, and I accepted the job, and I just started working there. And ever since, it has been such a great experience, pleasure. I'm so grateful to be working for this company. I couldn't have asked for something better. Like you have a really nice job when you wake up excited to go to work. Well, not when it's like really early, but who likes waking up early? But like you're like, yes, I get to play with stuff. Well, not really play, but you get to like learn, and you get to talk to people. You get to make a difference in people's lives. Like it's really rewarding on its own. People might think the beauty industry is just very vain, and but it's really not, because you're affecting people's lives with like their confidence level. There's so many people that doesn't want to walk out of their room or go out of the house without makeup because their skin's looking bad. But then when you help with that, you're giving them like a boost. They're feeling better about themselves. They have more confidence to do other things. So yeah, that's just my little take on it. Girl, it took like so long. Maybe I'm gonna make some little cuts here so that it's not too long. And yeah, so if you are looking to working for Sephora, I totally encourage you to it. Especially if you're in the makeup world or color world, that's what they call makeup. Um, there's so many opportunities. You get to play with makeup. Oh, don't even let me start on gratis. It is the best thing ever. I could like sing about it and you know, girl, I love gratis. It is like every time they call my name when it's time to clock out and they're like, Kirsten, and I'm just like, oh yes, I want to do my like minion dance or something because gratis. Yeah, it's basically, if you don't know what gratis is, which kind of almost everybody knows now, it's like the free gift, I think it's French, that you get from Sephora because these companies want you to try out their products so that you can talk about them. And yeah, so basically that's it. And now because because I'm working at Sephora and I get gratis, and I'm still a skincare junkie and I do buy so much like stuff for myself. Yeah, I'm gonna be talking about skincare products, what I think of them, hopefully so that I can help you decide whether or not you want to buy it or whether or not it's for you. And if you have any more questions and that kind of thing, anything you want to know about either Sephora or products, just comment below. And yeah, ta-da! Thank you so much for watching. I know it was a really long video, but I may not have followers yet, but I already love you if you're watching this. Thank you. Bye.